Hello, welcome to SnowRunner, and welcome to the next part of Power Generator. It's part of our first look at Season 11 of Scandinavia, and I just realized, after I started recording, I haven't even picked up the task from the delivery zone. So, there was a 10-minute stretch where I tried to use the Agile 6413 to pull it out, but not even that can do it, and I suspect it's just the combination of not enough weight on the back of the asshole. Because I had it configured as a semi-tractor, and that how much the generator weighs, so I was like, alright, time to bring the big guns in. But I know the dairy shouldn't have a problem. Who left that truck parked there? That was rather inconvenient. Shouldn't have to worry about the asshole, so now that that's out of the way. If the Freightliner couldn't do it, then the asshole couldn't do it. I'm like, okay, we're bringing in the big one. I was going to say, you better not get stuck here. I'm going to be really disappointed if you get stuck here. So, yep, the attempt, because of a pair of unknockable over trees, my plan of skirting the mud zone didn't work. But the dairy shouldn't care about this mud. And to make it even more annoying, not all of these trees serve as anchor points if you're thinking, well, just pull yourself through with a winch. Unfortunately, that isn't really an option in some parts of this little mud block. Unless you have an extended length winch, which I hardly ever buy because of how much it costs. But Dairy's like, whatever, this isn't bad. I knew I could count on the Dairy to get this job done. I have to admit, I am a little worried about mud building here. Thankfully, we got a tree. Probably should have just driven over those rocks is what I should have done, but I thought it came through here fine first time. It'll be fine the second time. The issue with this is the front nose kind of, you can get hung up and if you can build a little bit of a wall of mud in front of you because of how much of an forward the cab overhangs over the front most axle. So it can get a little annoying from time to time and catch you out in ways that you wouldn't have to worry about with the 605R. In case you're wondering, I have the top. It's a unique engine, the GP8 3500T. So we should not have a shortage of power. I believe the torque figure is like 265, I want to say, for the top engine. I'll put a little note at the bottom of the video screen if it isn't, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You're kidding me? This is where the dairy gets stuck? Let's see if it's just the trailer being a big boat anchor. Okay, yeah, be careful in this region because there are parts where you can sink if you stop, so you do want to pay attention to the ground where you're thinking about stopping in this region. That's for sure. And that's going to get in the way. Of course it is. Well, let's just move it. And now we're off to deliver this trailer. Although since I need the crane so I don't have to pay for loading, I'm actually going to deliver it with the Freightliner once I get this to the road. Actually, no, I got another vehicle I can use as the freight. No, I'm going to change my mind and be concise. If I want the Freightliner, I'm just going to buy a semi-trailer. Because I don't think there's any freebie semi-trailers in this region. It's none that I've seen yet, so. And the Freightliner can handle that, so. And unlike the BM17 Royal, it actually has a lockable diff, so it should be able to do a better job. I'll just park this off the road here. And here we are. Pick up the task. And we just have to deliver it. Oh, right there. Okay. And let's continue with bridge issues. We got our crane and a trailer. Should be a relatively easy job. Sorry about the camera. something I forgot I heard that this update was going to bring. You no longer have to get into a truck in order to access the fuel in the fuel tank. And that is a great quality of life thing. I'm glad they added it. So let's go deliver these metal beams and get ourselves a bridge. And when I was shooting my original attempt at this video on another file, I went to my left, and I probably got tangled up on the tree and the rock, so you probably always want to go this way when you come to this little area, especially with the semi-trailer, so you don't get caught. He says as he hangs up the trailer on the dirt. Because of course that's what I do. It's a good thing there's some winch points. Okay. Should be able to get the rest of the way through this now that we've got the trailer unstuck. Is this really too heavy even for, I guess, stock engine life? Or lack of traction, I don't know. Because I've got the SV6 1900 in here, I didn't upgrade the engine. This is, I don't think that wheel wanted to climb up onto the pavement. That's what I think was causing the problem. Now that we solved that problem, turn off the diff locks before that causes damage. And oh, I was working on this during the nighttime just to see if I could do it, and I could. So I'd probably recommend attempting it with mud tires instead of off-roads, but that's what I have on this. And now we've got ourselves a bridge. Now let's go get the wooden planks to clear the eastern rock slide so we can have the main highway through at least this map operational. One random damage. And you can either create wooden planks from the production facility on this side of the river, or you can go harvest them here. My guess would be that there's like a rainstorm, and people realized this may not be the best, and we bought the salvage rights. At least that's what I'm guessing happened here, because it doesn't really mention it in the description. But that's what this looks like to me, like water erosion is what's caused all these problems with the highway. Which makes a lot more sense than the random hole on crossroads back in Bellasaur's Blades, where there's just this random hole in the paved highway. You have no idea how it got there. At least this makes sense. I'm happy about that. I like my immersion since I'm a snoring dog. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that you had options of getting different cargoes. I thought these were all, wait, I haven't even discovered the road blockage yet. Okay, on the assumption that something may have changed in like a micro patch or something, we're gonna go discover the road block. It should be 4 of the one slot size little planks. I didn't even know there was a house that was gonna give you medium planks. So I guess plot twist, go with the theme of this season. Okay, it's still 4 wooden planks. Okay. So it's just this house has medium planks. That probably explains why there's not an up arrow here. Of course I'm gonna hit the hole. Kind of straighten the trailer out. Then we'll start our turn a little earlier so it's sharper. Be careful not to end up in that ditch. I have to admit it. If I was an engineer in this region, I'd be worried about further undermining because of how steep the drop off, and there's probably no barrier between that water going in the sand or not. Undermining, by the way, is a process where water just eats away at the foundation of something until you get, say, like this little road collapse here. So we'll get these planks on the way back just so we don't have as much weight going through this little area. Let's try not to roll. That would be helpful. Okay, so you're just going to struggle here, regardless of what you do. That's interesting. I had another vehicle that didn't have all-wheel drive, and I struggled here also, and I thought it was just due to the lack of all-wheel drive, but apparently not. Apparently you're just going to struggle right here, and I should have taken the little implied detour around the edge is what I should have done. Oh well. We got through it, so. Oh, and there's the new 6x6. You can get the contract and pull it out. Probably do that with the dairy special, because I did it with a truck I probably shouldn't have, and it ended up being hard and longer time waster than it should have. It took more time. Also, if you don't have that bridge fixed, this road will eventually loop around the bottom of the map so you can get through this way. So you don't have to fix that bridge, but it's a nice time and fuel saver, so I recommend doing it as soon as you can. Let's see, did they give us... Oh, that's disappointing. You have to auto-load. It's one of those, they didn't give you a place to... Oh, that's disappointing. It's like, why did I bother bringing a trip with a crane on it? Sad face. Anyway, it's just $150 a pop, but we're going to make a decent amount of money completing this job, so I'm not worried. Just a little annoying because I've gotten in the habit of manually loading everything whenever I can. It looks like there's kind of an alternate path here, so we're going to take that this time just to see if it's easier. Question is, which way do I want to go? We're going to go this way. This small pump here is one of the things I wish you could like have it to like either just one slot size cargo or something like mini cargo that you could haul in the back of a Scout vehicle like the Scout 800 or Loaf, or in the back pickup bed for the CK content and all that one. It's just one of those things where you're looking like, that could have been cargo. That could have been interesting. Okay, now we have our planks. Let's go clear the blockage. My mistake when recovering the 6x6 was I tried to come to this side, and so I had a little bit of process at an angle getting through that area instead of going all the way over there where the first gap in the road barrier is, which is what I should have done. So don't do what I did. This is not nearly as bad, so we should just be able to... You may want to go through here slow just so you don't damage your suspension, because we know how this game loves to damage your suspension. Anyway, I think I'll cut to when I'm delivering these things. It should just be a pavement road the rest of the way that isn't really a problem. So you're just looking at me drive on pavement, and that's probably not fun. And something that can be cut out. Oh, like that. That's why you drive slow. It looks like I almost completely destroyed the suspension on my truck. Wonderful. Western blockage only takes 2 wooden planks, so that one's relatively easy to clear. I'm actually kind of surprised that this blockage takes 4 instead of 2. Or just 1 metal beam. Normally you expect 2 1 slots or 1 2 slot. And it's not like they're trying to make it harder to get to a vehicle on the other map, because the new 6x6, the Bulwark, I think, is on this map, and the new Scout vehicle is the Neo Falcon, which is on the other map, and it's like, you don't need to make it hard to get to that vehicle. At least it comes with all-terrain tires stock. I'm kind of glad they did that. I think they're the mud ones that are good at mud, which is the meta for a reason, but again, realistically, I would have preferred the good off-road tires, that good rating off-road or on-road, and not mud ones personally. Again, but that's just me being just overthinking things, because that's what I do. Anyway, so here we are. And job done. Thank you for watching.